Andre.
Ryan.
Hope you took the pick we gave out the other day, which was Teddy Bridgewater to take the first snap for the Broncos at plus money. Plus money. Plus 130. Money. I said it then, and I believe it. It was a blind spot for DraftKings. They just, I don't know how it happened, but I think maybe they just had, sometimes we have too much going on here. Something slips through the cracks. That's the feeling I got because everyone around here felt like it was leaning Teddy, and the odds said plus 130. As sports bettors, we got to be ready to pounce when we see those opportunities. That's what we did.
Ryan, I think this is actually from what some are calling the Old Testament, which is one of our pre-manifesto rules, was
the Old Testament.
The Old Testament. Yeah, DraftKings got caught up in this. Not what you want to happen, but what you think will happen. Like a stone cold killer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
By the way, our guy Matt Cisneros at Rockies-Cubs right now. He's a Chicagoan.
Wow.
Yeah. Pretty good stuff. And he's watching us.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
We've got you covered, Matt. Lots of great Cubs picks today.
We do. Obviously, we're going picks for Game 2 of the doubleheader, as Game 1 is already off and running. But again, I feel like that's one thing we're really good at is when it's time to go, we go. When it's time to move, we move. And that's what we did the other day. Also, this one hasn't changed yet, at least. Who wrote that? Was that you, Yair?
That was not me. I have no idea.
Who's commenting on DNVR from DNVR? Kale? Eric?
I feel like Allie's trolling.
Allie,
I see you. I want to believe that's you. It probably isn't, but that's okay.
If I make a joke and Andre laughs at it, that's not us laughing at our own jokes. That's Andre laughing at my joke.
Yeah, it's a comedy show first and foremost, guys.
Exactly. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, the one thing that hasn't moved yet, at least as of this morning, is Jerry Jeudy over 65.5 receptions. I was already confident in it. Now, I think you'd have to set it at 85.5 before I even thought twice about it. And then I'd probably still bet the over.
So you're cranking. You're excited.
Yes.
What about any movement on Broncos futures?
I don't think so.
You would like them
I will say I believe their odds to win the Super Bowl have gone down, meaning worse odds for bettors, better odds for the Broncos since the preseason started and they smacked the crap out of everyone that they've seen.
Right, yeah.
I think they went from 60 to 1 to 40 to 1.
And they haven't changed too much from when the Aaron Rodgers buzz was there. I will say
it was Allie.
Nicely done. I know my people. Another bet you could make on the Broncos using this Teddy news is they're like a top 5 in to allow the fewest points.
That's a thing?
Go in revisit the Zach Stevens show. A gem.
Zach Stevens was on this show?
We played another game. We played another game that day that I can't even remember.
How come when I'm not around, you come up with great games, and then when I'm here, you're just like, RK, he's so good on his own.
Oh, you big three. You know what you're doing. You could have texted me today, and I would have come up with a shark. It's too much going on.
Fair enough.
Too much these days. Back to my point
about the Broncos to give up the least amount of.
Oh yeah, well Teddy is a play in defense first and managing the clock, fewer turnovers, fewer big plays, and maybe the defense is. I'm a big Washington football team guy in all defensive categories though. So
yeah, but Ryan Fitzpatrick's going to turn the ball over.
But
Teddy, we have this idea that Teddy's anti-turnovers. He's really not. No. So I don't want us to get caught up in that. But I will say this is probably the best supporting cast on offense I think he's ever had. Even that 5-0 run he had with the Saints, that was just a really, really good football team.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the weapons, though. Obviously, he had Michael Thomas.
And Alvin Kamara.
Okay, so Thomas and Kamara, that's probably better than the Broncos.
More higher end. Probably not as deep, though.
Right. And that's
You'd have
what
a hard time naming their tight end
KJ
or
Hamler.
Right.
So
their O-line much better.
During that stretch, he was 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So if you get that, Teddy, that averages out to 27 touchdowns, 6 interceptions over the course of a season. That would be huge. That's way above his career high in touchdowns, though. So we're getting too far, and I don't want to talk about that anymore. Yeah. Let's go into our big three. No. We'll start with Dre's.
If you did want to hear Ryan talk more about that, hours of podcast video. Check out our YouTube. You know this all. Our big three right there. Shohei Ohtani, Showtime. The lowly Angels. They're only invested at this point in the season to get Shohei his MVP. He is a strong favorite in the AL. They are once again taking on the lowly Baltimore Orioles. Shohei to get that dub, plus 125, tremendous value on a money line that you'd get in the -2 somethings. Mm-hmm. Shohei, of course, gives you great advantage because he also, he bats for himself. And then, he's brought home a dub in 4 consecutive starts, 5 of the last 6. It's clear the Angels are trying to do this, get him that dub. They're really invested in this. So I think there's tremendous value there. Don't love this slate, Ryan. Do not love this slate, but there were 2 games where the Nerfy really spoke to me. And I mean, anytime you're playing a game at the Mets, that's Nerf City. You're taking on the Giants, even more so.
A lot of people have called New York City Nerf City.
Nerf City. Yeah, it's a hard. If you can get a run there, you can get one anywhere. Johnny Cueto against I forget how to pronounce his first name. I call him Taejuan Walker.
How's it spelled?
Drew was here and he gave me. It sounded like a foreign country the way he pronounced it.
Taiwan.
Yeah, I think it is Taiwan.
That
Taiwan
is a foreign
Walker
country.
Is how he goes by. I know, but I didn't have the confidence to go for it. Right, so Nerfy -105.
In Andre's notes, it just says T Walker.
T Walker it does versus Cueto. Both rocking a 3 ERA. Very pitcher friendly. I do worry about the Giants, but Taiwan over here has not allowed a year for 4 consecutive starts.
Wow.
I didn't write that down in my notes. I want to say 3, but 2 of those against the Dodgers. So he faced some potent offenses. So you love to see that. And
I was
then
going to draw a parallel between the pitcher and the country, but I feel like I might get canceled. So
tough. It's a tough call. Yeah. Okay, and then Dodgers at Padres. I love me some great pitching matchups. It's Walker Buehler, one of the favorites to win the Cy Young in the NL, though actually Zach Wheeler's in the lead there. Against Blake Snell. Blake Snell, not a great season, but the last, he has been much better at home where, that's another sandbox, very pitcher-friendly. Hasn't allowed a first-inning run in 4 consecutive starts dating back to July, so you love that.
Sandbox, pitcher-friendly, is that what that means?
I think so, and it's also Petco Park.
I'm learning.
So to me, it's all they
have a literal sandbox.
Right, to me, it's all connected, yeah.
Okay. The sandbox. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no respect for any other ballpark.
I just learned the term a goat ranch for a bad golf course from Big Drive Mitch.
It's a goat ranch.
Yeah, and if you think about it, there's little patches in the grass because the goats have just been going to work.
Okay, that makes sense.
So now I've been using that. I've been working that into anything I can.
Yeah.
Bad patch of grass on the side of the road. Goat ranch. I don't know. So I'm going to start using Sandbox more, too.
Yeah, there you go.
From Keith here, he says, RK or Jerry Judy bets sound so reassuring, but I just hate futures. I don't like money locked up for a whole season. I agree. You got to look at it like an investment, though. If I told you could put $100 into Apple and 6 months from now it'd be $200, you'd take that bet. You'd take that stock.
The other thing is, oftentimes you can find better value in the futures. If you're a believer,
Right. I mean, and obviously there are things that I won't even bring up that make futures risky.
Yeah.
But
right, which would make at times I've thought, why not take the under on every single future?
In the NFL,
has
it
to be the
makes
more
sense.
profitable side, right?
It probably makes sense in the NFL.
But this is a weird year because we're adding that 17th game. So that might be throwing some of your math off.
Gosh, I cannot believe he said it. 65.5 receptions in 17 games.
Yeah, it's insane. That's where, Keith, this feels like a really good bet. That's the other thing. God, I've said it once, I'll say it again. That sophomore class did not have a fair shot at a rookie season. And all these props are kind of undercutting them now with a normal regular season, already a season under their belt. I really think Judy, CD, Chase Young, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, we're really going to see these guys pop more than usual.
Herbert pop more than usual?
His props are absurd. Lower than the numbers he put up a year ago in 15 games, Ryan. In 15 games.
I kind of like that, honestly, just because I've been saying regression candidate.
No, I love that too. I mean, I
Anyway.
wrote a tweet 2 games into Herbert's career saying I remembered all the hype about RG3 and Colin Kaepernick on all these other quarterbacks 2 games into their careers.
Zach says, but Apple stock won't
Killed.
plummet to $0 in a year. It sure won't. That's why you only bet on the futures that you believe in.
Coming in with some strong knowledge on that one, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Let's do my big 3.
Let's do it, damn it.
Okay, so Justin Steele, that is who is pitching for the Cubs in Game 2 of this doubleheader.
Yeah, game number
for
2.
some reason, no Herman props, but that's
They're
okay.
scared. They're scared.
Justin Steele over 3.5 hits allowed at -120. The only thing that would worry you here is if they're going to try and bullpen that one. But I still feel good about it. He's going to be out there for a few innings.
Yeah.
I think they get some hits on the board. Then we're going Nerfy, -110. Feels like a Nerf game for me. You're going up against a whole different set of pitchers, then you got to come right back out.
Yeah.
Not even like a day-night doubleheader. It's just you go straight into the next game. And now you're going up against starters. It just seems like the offense is going to take a second to readjust to the new pitchers. So we're going Nerfy there. And then I'm going under 6.5 for kind of the same reason.
Yeah.
It just feels like everyone's going to be tired in that Chicago sun. Matt, how hot is it? Let us know.
Stay tuned for the second half of the show.
I mean, basically, you've got like 4 to 6 straight hours of baseball. I think you're going to get some weak at-bats in that second game.
Man. Do they cut you? Because it's 7 innings, they can't cut you off the entire game.
What do you mean?
Isn't cut off at seven innings in on Brewskis?
Oh, like, do you have to... So, the question is, are
what
they
happens
filing...
if I'm double heading it? You know?
Oh, my God.
When do you-
Incredible question, Matt.
When do you turn those taps back on, baby?
Right. Well, the 7th inning is usually when they turn them off.
Yeah.
So they just...
But it's just the 7th inning.
But also, are they going to file people out of the stadium after the game, or do you just get to stay as long as you want?
I just bring a blanket and hide under a seat, man.
This is
I
a
would never
very
leave
big
Wrigley.
over-serving risk for them. 14 straight innings of baseball.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I love the Nerfy in this one, Ryan. They've got Justin Steele, Jay Steele, as some call him, by trade, a bullpen artist. So he's ready to give you a nerfer. Will he last 3, 4, 5 innings? That's the big question.
I think they're going to have to ask that of him, knowing that the bullpen probably has to get involved in this first game a little
Gotta
bit.
stretch him out.
Yep. Let's see what that game is doing right now.
Gaummeister looks like
Rockies
he's
up-
getting it done.
Rockies up 2-1, and the pitcher that is throwing for them, Zach
Awesome.
Davies,
Oh, yeah.
is already upwards of 50 pitches. So, again, they're probably going to have to turn to the bullpen a little bit here in this game. But maybe they just don't. They stretch out Davies, and then you get a bullpen game the next one, which would be bad for my hits bet. But that's okay.
I got a feeling the Cubs just don't care. You
I
can
don't
get
think they care about
Broncos
anything.
to be the last winless team. Oh, man.
So Zach's having a bad day.
The last winless team.
It's very clear our guy here is not
Yeah, 'cause
happy about the Teddy
The
decision.
sked starts. It's a chill sked start, right?
There's absolutely no chance of... I will stake my reputation. There's no chance the Broncos are the last winless team.
Yeah, it's not. Let's just go to the let's look. Like a stone cold killer, we'll go to the numbers. Whatever estimated win says is what's happening, guys. So just chill out. We'll get to the bottom of this. Then we'll do a read. And it's Wacky Weather Wednesday. We're going to have tons of fun. By the way, go into your MLB section. Opt in to the Wild Card Wednesday. So then after we do the read, we can all share what we got.
While you look up estimated wins, I'll just tell the people about
let's do it right now.
DraftKings Sportsbook number 1 still.
Double fisted rankings.
Yeah, I should have got my what is his name? Bruce UFC guy, the announcer.
Oh,
Banner?
Yeah, sure.
Buffer.
Let's go with that. Yeah.
Bruce Buffer.
Yeah.
And still
Right.
number 1
DraftKings
DraftKings Sportsbook, where you can go right now, and if you're a new user, which Jesus, what took you so long, you can get a $1 bet on any NFL or college football market, and then you get $200 in free bets, doled out in 8 $25 free bets, which you can use on anything you want. You just come up with all sorts of crazy stuff.
Big time.
Anything from Judy over 65.5 to Broncos to win the Super Bowl. You can, diversify your portfolio a little bit.
I'm a big DJ Ugalele to win the Heisman at plus 500 guy.
Andre will never stop saying double-fisted
number one. Yes, it's true.
Also, that's not dirty. That's talking about, if you were saying double fisting in its purest form, you're talking about 2 drinks.
Bro, why would you say that's not dirty?
Because why would they say, please stop saying that?
My mind went to it.
That's where their mind
guys. No,
that
not what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like double-barreled, yeah, come on.
I don't know where the double thing even came from, but I love it. I also love, that's what I said, Bruce Buffer. Michael Buffer does Let's Get Ready to Rumble. That's old stuff. His time has passed.
Wow.
We're living in a it's time world now.
People aren't going to like you saying that. I got the feeling.
I got Bruce Buffer as best buffer child plus 5,000.
Wow.
Anyways, DraftKings Sportsbook is a place you can go and place bets, and you can use the code DNVR to get up to $1,000 sign-up bonus. To get that, of course, you must be 21 or older, Colorado only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires a 25x playthrough. And restrictions do apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Look, he or she, who knows who it is, says it just sounds weird. That's because they're taking it to that weird place. To me, I'm going to Red Rocks tonight. I'm going to be double fisting there.
Damn straight. Right. You'll do that. A ballpark. You got hands are full.
When I left Starbucks this morning, I was double fisting cold brews.
Damn. This guy is always double fisting cold brews. Actually, I had some cold brew in the fridge. I was double fisting
Teddy Bridgewater at plus 130.
Yep.
I went in on it once, and then I went in on it again.
Double fisting Teddy 2 gloves. He double fists gloves. Big guy. Maybe Zach's onto something. My number's not vibing with the Broncos.
To win one of the first 3 games?
No, not... who are their opponents? Let's run through it. Because the Broncos performed as a 5-win team last year.
Giants, Jags, Jets.
Oh.
They're winning one of those games, I guarantee it. And if they don't, everyone's fired. Including Teddy.
You know what? Amazingly enough, Jets, Jags, worse projections than the Broncos even. So, there you go.
Don't test me.
Giants, insanely 1 game better, which makes me sick. They're kind of the same team. Giants and Broncos? Yeah.
No, the Broncos have an elite defense.
Yeah, that's what Giants fans tell themselves.
Who is even on the Giants defense?
Dexter Lawrence and guys like that.
Trash.
Jabril Peppers.
Trash.
Ryan, I can Google our lads right now if you need me to.
How did our lads, which seems like were they doing rugby starting lineups originally?
How did that happen? Is it a play on football?
Lads?
Well, football too makes no sense for a game that
some guy was like,
where specifically you got to play with your
hands. Who are our lads? They were talking about who's the starting lineup, and they're like, we should start a website called Our Lads.
Can we do a reoccurring segment where Ryan does a Scottish accent?
I'm
that's
glad you
incredible.
chose where it was from. I didn't really know. I was
could be Irish.
Lads normally sounds.
Accents, as regular listeners of this show know, is one of my blind spots for sure.
Okay. as we were saying, I actually don't know what we were saying.
No one knows.
SGP. We have a free SGP. Do you want to do that before or after Wacky Weather Wednesday?
No, let's do free SGP, and then we'll do Wild Weather Wednesday, which somehow changed at some point.
To Wacky Weather Wednesday. Wild Wacky Weather Wednesday.
We call it wacky. They call it wild. It's our tomato with DraftKings.
All right. As a team, we are flipping into SGP mode here. Somehow I just logged in and then I got logged out.
Oh, you hate that. Okay. Rockies win because it's Herman on the mound. And Jay Steele can't get it done. Under 6.
I just made a face so bad that my facial recognition didn't work on my phone. That's the face you made me make when you said the Rockies were going to win a road game.
Well,
also, if they win this
with
first,
Herman,
if they win the first leg of the doubleheader, you think they're going to win 2 road games in the same day?
I know, but it's the Cubs, Ryan. What was your stat yesterday? How many home games had the Cubs lost?
They had won 1 game in a row because they played the Rockies.
Shit. What's that, like 2 immovable objects, 2 immovable forces, 1?
Yeah, it's an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object, but the unstoppable force is actually the Rockies' ability to lose.
Yes.
And the immovable object is the Cubs' ability to lose at home.
Yeah. Plus the Cubs.
So it's kind of like
just giving up on life.
A very stoppable force running into another very stoppable force.
If you were in a planet where there was no momentum that could be created, that would be this natural. No gravity or anything.
Just dead weight versus dead weight.
That's right.
And it's all gravity. It's the opposite of no gravity.
That's right. All right, so we're going under 6.5. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah,
here?
under 6.5. Let's get some hits involved here. You already know who I'm going to say.
A show anymore with all the reoccurring comedy bits. But let's throw Bodie rocking everywhere in there.
Oh my God, I was so ready for that. It's just the first name you see when you flip into the hits.
I know.
All right, let's also get Chuck Nasty in there.
Hell yeah, I love that. Right, because he feels like a big Wrigley guy.
Huge Wrigley guy.
Yeah, no,
I mean, he could walk out of Wrigley Field and into Wrigleyville, and no one would even know who he was because he just looks like everyone there.
100%.
Okay, those are the 2 hits we're going with. We're already up to plus 550.
Love it. Gosh, you love to see that.
You really do love to see something like that.
RBIs 9. What about inning, huh?
No.
Total runs first inning under. We love the nerfy.
We do have a nerfy. I hate losing in the first leg, though.
Come on, Ryan.
I'm not going to watch the game anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Believe in something, man.
Yeah, let's go under. That's good for me, I think.
Okay, 850. I love it. And because
Call that one the KOA special.
Because the game was postponed yesterday, I still have my free $10.
Dude, there's some synergy here. I bet you this game isn't on TV. So you have to listen to it on 850 KOA
and you'll be
plus
on?
850. Something special's happening.
Something is brewing indeed.
And you should have a free $5 SGP. If you don't, take it up with your bookie.
Well, you probably got something else.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say that for some reason. Okay, I'm placing that bet. LFG.
LFG. Okay, pool time.
Oh, right. We're going Wild Weather Wacky Wednesday.
The wildest.
Hop into the pool section. You got to flip out of SGP mode into pool mode.
Yep.
And where is it? There it is. $500 pool. We're going ultra speed here. So just turn your thing off.
What? I prepared the app. I have every single city ready to go.
He's ready to go. Fine. Okay, Boston.
Boston, we're looking at high of 93 tomorrow.
What? It's way over.
Way over. There you go.
Okay, Chicago, over under 77.5. Wow.
87, we're saying.
Wait, what?
Oh, man. Is this the weather on Thursday?
What
it
weather?
Says.
Okay, we're going over.
Oh,
Temperature in
man.
Denver.
Oh, I'm worried now, Ryan.
75 tomorrow.
It tells me 90.
Oh.
Thursday.
75 right now?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what it's saying.
Go to a golf course. Over.
Just barely. This is the closest one of the bunch.
Yep.
Yes.
Houston TX.
Houston TX tells me 89 tomorrow. Oh, they
Under
went
City.
93 on us. Okay, okay.
All right. Las Vegas, Nevada.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
You Nevada or Nevada?
I am a Nevada guy.
Yeah, me too.
Under, because it's telling me 104 tomorrow.
Under. Okay. All right.
Miami, 88. Ooh, this is our crossroads.
On
This
the
is our
all right.
crossroads.
We got to go one way.
All of us need to
Diversify.
We all need to diversify. It's only $500, guys. We can't just all win a dollar.
Yeah, I'm going over. We don't have time for this.
It's fine. I'm sorry.
Nashville.
Nashville. We're looking at a high 94 tomorrow.
It's going over. We got to go faster. Orlando,
86. Under.
Wait, no. Oh, yeah, under. New York City,
New York City, 89.
over. Pittsburgh,
PA, 87.
over. Phoenix. Oh my God, 109.
Phoenix, 110.
Oh, I'm going under. I don't trust the weatherman
That's
there.
fine. I love that. San Diego. We're 81.
Under. Seattle, Washington.
68.
Wow. Sounds terrible. Finally, Washington, D.C.
92.
92. It's over. Submit the picks. Take your winners. Enjoy your free SGP.
If that worked.
What?
If that works.
That
We finally do it. And we best our 10 and 14 high water mark. Woof.
it could be big. Could be.
Exciting.
We might make a couple bucks. All right, let's get out of here on that note. Appreciate everyone who tuned in today. This was a good one.
It was a good one, Ryan.
We will see you guys tomorrow.